NPP they are say nipa 5 and are picking forms to contest for the flag bearership on 31st January 2026. Engineer Kwame Japan, Kennedy Ohene Japan, Dr. Bryan Acheampong, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, and Honorable Oseya Weduchum. Akwa pictures ni bi nie we Kwame Japan me ko national chairman ke be former no we o mini akwa Kennedy so den form ni ko no pictures ni bi nie. Oh wow. Yes, can we Dr. Bryan Acheampong so den dey ni ko no and also pictures in here na Yewura Bawumia so dey ni ono so ne pictures in here Yewura Duchum ni and also pictures da ko Kwame do bia picture ba. Aqua, this is the touchy part of it.
Okay.
This week, Abetifi, we trended here. But the Acheampong said, "By me a victim of Naman pushing Kusas in Tokwanoman Twaman and Yade." If one area, Kokwa, Edmund may name it down. As I welcome you back, anyone, maybe I name it thing. And I come now, Bamianzo, New York, US.
Right.
No, so the to say, and Jeff and a move who's a semi, maybe I'm free name. Na na me that came 2013 no e de man hu sa na akwa land is me no why that but I would like because of time until
okay
let me give you this basis. When you look at the official Ghana population demography, the Christian population is about 71.7 something percent, Catholics say 10%, Protestants in the way near Christopher when you add everything it's about 70 something percent.
Right.
The Muslim population is about 20%, 19.9%. And Akokwa traditionally say 3.2%. Yana na no mugunsa. Other religion 4.5%. And Oma others 11.11%. So Akokwa means that when you come to Ghana, when you meet 10 people, you are likely to out of the 10, 7 to be Christians, 2 to be Muslims, 1 for themselves in these other categories.
Right.
Akokwa, the NPP did a novelty. Listen to me carefully. In 2024.
Right.
The two major political parties, nobody has presented a Muslim candidate before. So what the NPP did was a novelty.
Okay.
I feel say they've not tested that novelty to research enough. What am I saying? Akokwa, there are numerous articles that establishes that there's a connection between ethnicity, religion, and politics. Even in the US, we know how the Christendom rallied around Trump. One article there are a lot of articles.
Right.
In fact, I must say, American politics and religion cannot be divorced.
Okay.
Me say one article be Ghana ni bi na ye no so establish ethnicity and politics. Me kind of abstract na must say politics and ethnicity are two things that influence each other, especially in Africa, and Ghana is no exception. Ethnicity has shaped the political structure and history of our country since the struggle for independence from the colonial masters. Ethnicity as a tool for the acquisition of political and social power has been used vehemently by political entrepreneurs who seek to capitalize on it in order to clinch onto political power or for the attainment of that power. See, about politics, politicians use ethnicity to meet the G2me at the Yeniama. Now, in the research, full research, no be a pair or me they are sending. They decided to ask past voters. Met about from 1992, 1996, and they say, "Oh, kotuaba pa." Then I just saw the tuaba. I'm say personality. The party's platform. Ade we kai mami. Most of time we are say I can nine pay. It's ade we kai to mami. So betra party platform.
Right.
Past achievements. It's a na man for boku food is a metro mass. A man for rolling this a get fun. Single from mobile rolling the free SHS. The boku food the sure. What you say? I don't say ideology. Maybe a party nijina. It's NDC a center left. NPP then catalyst center right. Almost says it's kafo no nyemo. No mon trickle down. Any to be say socialism. Yenye the form of one emra. And akokwa then ethnicity. Akokwa hwade. The biggest percentage per on research no ideology 32%.
Right.
The next one is ethnicity. So what I've established you by these research materials, me we in the back of the count say if anybody tells you where you come from, someone doesn't play a role in politics obwa.
Yeah.
The next one we ready obekai. Me no na ye.
Yeah.
Global Info Analytics, NCC, near there, your research. Everybody meet at the banner. It shocked me. No, how kaya? Yeah, NCC, you know. The top 5 issues are not determine election, you know. Education, health, economy, roads. I'm a school breaking down, free SHS, and I'm a kaya.
Yeah.
But for Bryan Acheampong, which were the lead things among for some big so they October 2024. Candidates no credit. The suban a bar was share, the running mate, Sika de Bemano, ethnicity and religion.
Yeah.
It's a quote me feel say maybe Dr. Bryan Acheampong didn't capture it well. But a quote I feel say the NPP should hasten slowly to throw that thought away say enye no kre. There's documented research to show say what they tested Dr. Bawumia to as a novelty, you know, I believe they need to test it with research.
Sure.
And I quote research and NPP na here. They need a private entity to be able to more honest feedback on the candidature of Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. That doesn't mean I hate Bawumia. I've always said, based on the current demography of the NPP when it comes to their delegate system, he will win.
Right.
Closely. He will win. I think he's leading. Until something changes, he's leading.
Right.
But they need to test it and see, say, no kre, say, baby, will free. Those dynamics play a role, Anna.
Yeah.
I believe it does. They shouldn't totally throw it off the board. Say, right. I don't think so. Okay. They need to do that. Now, when you
so with that, with the issue of Bawumia, so are you suggesting, sir, within the party, the candidates, on Bejinatum, per delegate system, and then outside, there will be a challenge based on, I mean, these factors I have about.
And I remember I can't pen.
Okay.
You see, Senior Salam is here. He's an experienced person, so he will tell you. I hope sometimes the variables that make you that gets you to be elected within the party, will be different from the variables outside the party. Though say the party is a microcosm of the country. I want to say the party is a subset of the bigger cycle, which is the country. But outside the NPP, will Bawumia appeal to the middle class? Will he appeal to northern voters? Will he appeal to southern voters? Will he appeal to Muslim voters? Will he appeal to Christian voters? Will he appeal to traditionalists? Those demographics must be tested with data. Now, what one example makers I can't say. You see, that's why I feel say sometimes those around the time Bawumia create problems for him. Do you honestly believe? I can't What I don't know. Say massive studio no man never be Bryan Acheampong. What makes NPP think?
Let me finish I can't 9 penny 1 vote.
There's a theory. And I'm going to do a bit of many political science because of my interest. I read a little bit on political science.
And you bet me in the next 3 minutes or 5 minutes.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So be two Miami. Okay. There's a political theory. It's called the critical. Critical realignment. Realignment theory. Anybody should read on this.
Yeah. Critical.
The basic analysis is that no two elections are the same, and also every election and what dominates the variables people will stand on to elect somebody.
Right.
And one. What makes the NPP think say 41.7 according to ECR, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia a constant. Now I can't mind how they become one across to 50 plus. How did they come by that? So Canada, then this was 56%. They don't need to do anything and win 2028.
So there's no empirical evidence to support
nothing. And you see, I don't know the views of your panel, but if anybody tells us Bawumia will base of 41.7%, I disagree. Bawumia doesn't have the base of 41%. It is the NPP. Why am I saying so? Look at the research. I say, Oko research na medema wana. The gentleman's research, Chade, Mekato Sakai was saying the party platform. Kono judge my role at no friend this no kunya saying. Alan Chamatinya saying. Gusitando nya saying. So it is not the candidate, it is the party.
Even Alan Kwadjutra Martin.
It is the party
outside the
MPP. No, when they say if Bawumia goes outside the MPP, he will not get 41.7%. So it is the party's vehicle. And then when President Akufo-Addo's governance structure was weakening the NPP party, I was strong on it. And then the Legom Koya reform say Yaba National Executive Council steering committee president Trabebi, the leader of the party, and they give it time the national chairman. Why would the NPP make that changes right after the defeat of 2024? They've learned lessons. And Akokwa, what the car could jasso. Akwati and you. What the car called jasso. Also, what on the CDs. A draft one a car, no so mama 41 CD 70 pesos.
Okay.
Nipana almost is also in the car buy the same under CD no so 2056 no or the co. Equity we koye ne car no adwuma. We zo koye ne car no adwuma. Onu ja 56 dada. Wunya 41 dada. Wo mum say wo pe 9.
Open 9 account.
Based on that logic, who has a bigger threshold? Isn't that the NDC? Yeah. And when you do this, you send a signal besides all 41 be a daho, which is not true.
With the NDC also have some incumbency advantage, Kakra.
It's every election starts from zero.
Once you are in
every election starts from zero. The dynamics are not the same.
Right.
2024, the key thing going to election was the state of the economy. Domestic debt exchange, inflation was soaring, food exchange, any idea, the currency in Libya. And the 2020 election acquire jobs. Every election, you new time voters. The last election about almost 1 million new voters.
Yeah.
Do you know how the new voters will vote? So Bawumia doesn't 41.7%. You see, they brought that tag because none of the other four are national election. So they want to say that Bawumia national election over a base of 41.7%. But someone voted for Bawumia. Who may not vote for Bawumia because of maybe the fresh face the NDC will present in 2028. Someone voted for Mahama, but will not vote for the NDC's fresh face in 2028, and that will go to Bawumia. So it is nuance, and therefore you cannot absolutely claim, say, your 41.7 be a dower than that. I have 20 to Bryan Acheampong 2 times when you're saying. So it is not absolute. Nothing is absolute. Your four Republican sensation. The only thing that is absolute is that 8 years, 8 years. That's the absolute.
Let's say the general said means some.
Absolute.
And they say 8 years.
8 years.
Now that's
the only thing. But I said, Obi 41.7 absolute. It's not absolute. Again, a children Martin say, oh, yeah, the neba. Kofo komienu. Ekufo the compressor. Me was a compressor. Mama call back. So that is also what? Not as Obi and there. Rollins let me find can because of on the dynamics. But yes, it's nuance. So they should see Bawumia starting from zero.
Right.
And flashing out a strategy for him to appeal. No candidate is entirely bad. Or bring Kennedy.
Yeah.
I can do SWOT analysis. Kennedy will be bad. But there can be research that can also show up or strength. I bet you we are the same.
Obia on the strength and the weakness.
Exactly. But say a church
analysis also you're good.
Obia what here in Bedra Consul I have from a sure. So it's in your head evidence SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis means a segment say your strength weakness and quite means that you have to turn your weakness into strength. So when you list your strength, it's Bawumia you will say or your first Muslim candidate. You test it. You will challenge your responses now. How can we turn those around and make it what? Strength. Then when you look at your threat, how do you turn your threat into what? Opportunities. It is what analysis yes, I mentioned, Akokwa or your 5 feet, tia, issue. Akokwa strength, no one for being strength. No, weakness now you. How do you make the weakness a strength? How do you make the threat an opportunity? That is what they must do. And I believe that Akokwa almost started to say the framing in the minds of the people may be a lazy approach. So instead of going for a 50+1, we rather need to chase after a certain 9.
Okay.
But the 41.7% is not a given. Ebi amebu na Bawumia pili in 2024 to abamano. John Mahama bema na juma. Ebi abrantie no dey say John Mahama first one nenye. But don't remember second one 8 months we believe say ebi ayeyi ama no. It will better na sesa na adwen the actual ma John Dramani man na the NDC. Akwata say. So for me they need to watch the framing. But I believe if all said and done, Bryan Acheampong because of the recent commentaries, I don't know whether he can keep the momentum Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, I believe has a slim advantage. But I don't think say ni 60 no obenya. I don't know why.
60.
I don't think so obenya. And akokwa so when somewhere above 60 now, that also presents a bit of a challenge. You know why? Because it means within the NPP, there were 40% to be a so convincing even the system no nya no. Akwati ni yo. Is from the whole GGA president. If you are not kasi to abano 60% to man. It means that you need to convince the 40% who are equally delegate or voters.
Okay.
Who are equally voters, have family. Now, so one more to one the NSC. It will feel, and some of what me aqua bonting, aqua for one deny the number. I don't think you have that. Now, what that also means is that the camaraderie you saw between Kennedy and Bawumia Wakwetiano, they need to keep that momentum. Because akokwa mume digua NDC mese ba na akokwa tapes on my yene record on my yabu cassette gu no anya sem keto omo bobo ma 2028. And the NDC must also learn lessons from this. Whoever they want to bring, they must also learn lessons from the NPP. Because I believe say if the NPP is weak today, bad governance by the president Kufuor, the one govern party no anyone more money more catch room. Yentimi nya platform so repeat bi but nema ni do man catch room ho no. They should have cognizance of the fact that they are going into a 2028 election. And the opponent will use it against them. We need time for Singapore no. Next week we bet my year from. Yeah.
You would say to you that say you would say to the fact checker